Otherwise, I'd say I'm a sales associate or a server or whatever. But I tell people I'm a comedian and they just like never believe me. They're just like, what? It's probably because the two main jobs out of my high school were teen mom and DJ. Maybe they'll let me do a set at the reunion. Yeah, I've been employed. I've been looking for a job and filling out applications, or my browser's autofill has, and I'm just getting really tired of getting rejected for the same reason. Like every time I get rejected by a job, it's because I don't have enough experience. Which also reminds me why I'm single. It's hard, life is hard. I'm 20, which isn't significant at all, except it means that I beat teen pregnancy. Twice. But I guess, you know. I guess for a Mexican girl, that's like the kind of thing you want to put on your resume, you know? Like, never been pregnant? Habla español. Please hire me. But yeah, part Mexican, part Lebanese, all American. But I don't really identify with like my Lebanese family too often, because they're always in some kind of like civil war or whatever. But I wasn't raised like super strict Mexican either. Like my parents, like my mom didn't really have a curfew for me. She just always wanted me to get home before my dad did. I would stay out for days at a time. And I would come home and my dad's drunk on the couch and he's like, hey, don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'm just like, what, Dad? Drive sober? Yeah, my parents are divorced. I found out via my dad's changed relationship status on Facebook. And then he moved to Florida. But he still sends me cards every month, cat-themed cards. This month was Peter Cottontail. And he always puts $21 in it. He writes 20 for good or 20 for what you need and $1 for good luck. I'm just like, what you should really write is $20 to buy some weed and $1 to get home on the bus. He doesn't know me at all. I hate kids. Like I hate kids. And I think I got that from my dad. If I ever had a kid for longer than 3 months, I would probably want to name him Richard, just so I can call him Dick. So I can brag about my dick all day, like, oh, isn't my dick getting so big? My dick is so handsome. He gets up bright and early every morning. I think they should make a show called 16 and Not Pregnant. I just really want to know what teenagers today do. Like, it's my impression that all teenagers do is have sex. If so, I'd like to be a teenager again. Just kidding, being a teenager fucking sucks. I should know, I was one last year. Yeah, I'm a cat person. Meow, or whatever. Thank you. Yeah, I love cats just as much as the next bitch on Tumblr. I took my cat to the vet the other day. They were just like, man, you have the cutest pussy we've ever seen. I was like, cool, can't wait for you to meet my cat. And then they told me that there's like a vaccine for cat leukemia and feline AIDS. I'm like, that's cool, my cat will never have to deal with AIDS and cancer, but I still might. It's fucked up. You know how they say that dogs like adopt their owners' personalities or whatever? Well, my roommate's dog ate 11 of my Xanax one night. He was all freaking out, bitch can't hang or whatever. So we pumped his stomach. Well, we didn't. Somebody else did. We pumped his stomach. He survived, but I'm still waiting for him to pay me back. Pretty sure he owes me some money. But anyway, I'm pretty short. I'm about 4'11". Legally a midget. But being short, like it sucks sometimes, but it's also kind of cool. Like it sucks when, like you're dancing, like when I want to dance with someone, it's mostly like ass to knee bumping. Like it can't be sexy, it can't feel good. Like it's too much bump, not enough grind, and it's hard. But being short's cool when like people like feel bad for you because you can't see and they'll let you stand in the front at like a concert or like sporting event or like an open casket funeral. Being short has its perks. But anyway, have you ever been so high that you just want to talk about weed for 2 minutes? Does anybody here smoke pot?
Yeah.
Does anybody here's mom know that they smoke pot? Hi, Mom. Yeah, I guess pot's cool, whatever. But I hate when people use like weed like similes and like clever weed wordplay. Like my least favorite one is like I'm high as a kite, because then I'm trying to picture like how high that kite is. Like, are you outside? Is it windy? I'm getting anxiety. So I made a good one. I like to say that I'm high as a person who just smoked a bunch of weed. That way, you know exactly how high I am. And how come people who smell like weed never know that they smell like weed? We learn something new every day.